Okay, got the big boiler. You can see the green, it's all copper. It's got a heat exchanger, bit of copper in there, so pretty heavy sucker, I'll tell you. I seen someone scrap something like this. I was wondering what it was. This looks like round quarters. It's all copper. It's not aluminum. It's pure copper. Raining today. Lousy day. We expect. Anyways, I got a stainless steel barbecue. The lid's stainless steel and some side compartments. Figure where I'm gonna go. I'll lift this back up for now. And there's electronics in there. There's a transformer, a little bit of wire. Who knows what else I'll find in there. Guess you don't see too many of those on YouTube being stripped. This came out of a commercial swimming pool. Full-size swimming pool, both of them. So I'm gonna find what tools I need. What tools I need to do it. A piece of brass here. But see the green? When I saw the green there, I said, "Oh wow, that's gonna be good." Not sure what's involved to pull it out, but we'll find out. Board there, basic board, transformer. Basically, that's pretty well it. Not a lot in it, but we'll see. Okay, stay tuned. Let me get some tools. So far, I took some panels off. Lid, a couple side pieces. It's definitely copper. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of obstacles here. Let's see what's what here. Let's do more here. I was hoping enough to take it apart completely, but I have to take it apart completely. It's noisy too. So basically, the heat exchanging thing here. I guess I gotta take all these nuts out. I think that's part of the rad. It must be two fins in there. It just circulates the water. This fits. Nope, we have to go to another truck. But we'll see. I'm hoping I don't take it too much apart. But the first one, like I say, might. You know, you're kind of exploring, right? So we'll see. It's gonna be pretty heavy. Let's see, this one looks pretty close. Yep. Rain kind of stopped, so that's kind of nice. You need power tools for stuff like this. There's way too many screws and bolts and different things. Power tool, you know, comes off like nothing. Okay, well, a bunch of screws and a screwdriver. Let's see if it comes off. Okay, I see. Oh, I got the wrong one now. That one there. Should come out, I think. This bell housing should come off. Oh yeah, a little bit closer now, huh? Yeah, I'm not sure how heavy it's going to be or what it is, but just piece of plastic. So it's got to have. Looks like it's one. Okay, let me just take these screws out of the top here. Hopefully they're not too rusty, but. And then I'll continue, so stand by. Okay, so a little bit hard to take out, so I might just maybe cut them here. They gotta be cut anyways, so instead of taking it completely apart, I'm gonna maybe cut it here and cut it there. This material here it's a dense fiberglass. I wet it down because I won't be breathing it in when I cut it. But you have to be cautious. Sometimes old boilers, they're lined with asbestos. This one's not asbestos, but you gotta be very careful. This is a similar material that they had in that what was that thing there? Those heating ducts, those air ducts. I got the commercial ones. Similar material, very dense material. It's used to insulate this whole chamber. But when you get the older ones, like this is about 15 years old, this boiler. But you get the ones from the 70s and earlier, you got to be very careful. You know, they could be asbestos, but this one is, like I say, it's a fiber-based material, high heat material. But anyways, you still don't want to breathe it in, right? What I'm gonna do is get my Sawzall. I'm gonna get organized here. I'll start cutting and see how it cuts. There's only one layer of fins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I think it's pretty heavy gauge. What it did is it went through the chamber. That was your chambers. Went here, and it flows through the chamber, all the water, and it just circulates back into the swimming pool like this. So it's constantly heating small amounts, but over time, and it gets pumped in here, and it's probably super hot. You know, it's gonna eventually, like say, boils this material, the water, and then it eventually, like I say, heats the swimming pool up. Like it may only heat it to maybe around 70 degrees, 75, whatever. It's not going to be super hot, but over time, as it's heating, might take 4 or 5 days or whatever. After that, it's constantly, temperature controlled, where it's always kind of, working evenly. See, they had 2 in line, so they had a lot of, it was a big swimming pool, right? They had to have 2 in line. Anyways, let me get my saw. But you can see, I'd have to cut it anyways here because it's a steel plate here. If I cut it here, then I'd have less hassles later, if you know what I mean. Okay, very, very heavy stuff. Heavy duty. Wow, that's probably a few pounds. Solid copper. I had problems, I couldn't cut it. I was wondering why I couldn't cut it. I'm using a little Sawzall. I mean, a little grinder, sorry. I can't believe it. Don't get in so deep. Wow, this is heavy stuff. Heavy gauge. Oh. You know what? Yeah, this will have to do now. I have to cut in the middle with the Sawzall, and then I gotta bend both sides up because I tried cutting it on the ends. It was way too thick, heavy gauge. The blade just jammed up, bent like a boomerang. I have a couple of blades here. Yeah, that will be the best bet. Okay. Blade here, it's new. Yeah, I could just bend it both ways up. But it's very heavy stuff. I seen a guy take this to the scrapyard and stuff like this. I was wondering, you know, what it was. Well, I know exactly where they came from. Here it is. Here. That's how you do it, guys. Oh. Wow, it's not a force there. I'm breaking real close. Hear that? Someone down here. I don't want to breathe this crap in, dust and shit. There was rat droppings all over this thing, so the rats are going in there probably keeping warm or sheltering during the winter when the place is closed, right? I can't believe how hard it is to cut even. This one's cut a bit. Wow. Wow, it could be probably 20 pounds there. Okay. Hear that? Sound of money. Okay, let me just cut the rest here. We'll take a break here. It's amazing how heavy gauge that is. No wonder it's, you know, thing's 15, 20 years old. There's so much water going through there and pressure and wear and tear to the copper that you need a thick walled. Even these little pieces of copper are pretty heavy duty. Some came out pretty easy, but these ones are a little bit harder. Probably not worth it. Anyways, good score. Okay. I'm gonna wave this in a minute here. Just gonna take the board off, a little bit of wire, the transformer, a few things, and then this will be done. Sometimes the burners are stainless steel too, so I better investigate that too. So stand by. Okay, it's all stripped here. Here's a recap. Transformer, brass, dirty. This is just a little wire on this. So this is my little bit of wire. This wire here. This is the controller board. It's got some sort of chip here. I don't know. It's got some silver on it or heatsink. I'm not sure, but interesting looking board. It's got a couple relays here, transistors. Or not transistors, some capacitor things. One tantalum. Right there. But here, what's it say? LXI 42, whatever that is. Interesting board. It's your power board. One IC chip, one transformer, a couple relays. That's about it. And for the good stuff, right here. I thought it was stainless steel. The burners aren't stainless steel. It's all magnetic. It's probably a stainless steel material, but it's not. It's still magnetic. It's not magnetic. It's heavy here. Okay, the container weighs 1.6 pounds. So I weighed the container. So let's see what this total comes out to. I'm saying 20 pounds. What? 28.4 pounds. So that's like easily 26 pounds of copper. Right there. 26 pounds. Even almost 26 and a half pounds at least. Wow. And these are hard, so heavy. Let's see. Oh, one weighs 1.6 pounds. Wow, so 26 pounds. This will be number 2 copper, I would think. It wouldn't be number 1. Say we go, we'll say 26 pounds just in case something's a little bit out. Say 2. Okay, what's there? 2.70. Say 270 times 26. 70 bucks in our bucket right there. 70 bucks. So now if I take the boiler in there at maybe 150 pounds, say 200 pounds, the boiler would have been worth 6.5 cents, so $13. So $13, and I got $70 in that bucket. So now add that next boiler if it's identical material, which does look like it is. Wow, that's 140 bucks just in copper. Then I got a transformer, you know, a little bit of wire, one circuit board. Wow, I just can't believe it. Let me just do this again. This sounds so good. Times 26. $70. Wow. 70 bucks in that bucket. It's unbelievable. You know, I've seen guys taking radiators similar to that. They must have took it. They must have not have cut it down, but like this, similar looking. You know, but the whole rack taking the scrapyard. Wow, that's amazing. 70 bucks just like that. So I turned. So for my time, maybe say 1 hour at worst case scenario. It didn't take me an hour, but say it did take an hour. So I made about $55. Maybe $57, maybe $58 over the scrap value. That's what I'm saying. People who load their truck up and dump it, like a guy made a comment, anybody can pick up a piece of crap on the ground, like a piece of metal like that. Well, okay. Say for this pipe, for instance, you don't want to clean the copper. For instance, even here, say what if I didn't want to waste my time. This one here, because it's got steel. For instance, we'll look at this thing here. Okay, if I ignored scrappiness, once I pull this off, it's generally clean. There's probably at least $20 value here versus like, you know, $2. Might even be more. It depends on the price of the brass, right? That's easily 20 pounds, that piece there. Or no, say 10 pounds, so 20 bucks, yeah, easily $20. So you have to scrap and be selective on what you want to scrap. Just like when the battery UPS, if I didn't venture and see what that column was, I would have never found that copper. I got like probably $75 just copper there alone. Tell you, man, it's just, you just gotta do your thing. If you don't look, I mean, it's unusual to see copper like this in a boiler, but this being a pool and, you know, but who knows what's in the boilers really, to be honest. I never opened a boiler before. Only way I saw this, I saw the smokestack, and I looked inside there and I saw the green, so I thought maybe it was copper and aluminum. I didn't think it'd be all copper, but look at this. Bonus, big time. Both stripped out here. My brother saw the date here. It's manufactured 2013. These both the same date. One's about 2 or 3 months difference in time. Also, there's lots of brass here where the burners go. I'm not gonna bother. Just too much time-consuming work. If they were stainless steel, I would venture to take those off, but they're all steel, magnetic. It's probably a low-grade stainless steel because it's not rusty or nothing. So, also there's a little piece of brass here I saw. So anyways, like I say, I pulled the insulation out because I didn't want the scrapyard thinking it's asbestos, but it's a 2013, so you know for sure. Stop making asbestos. Actually, you know what? That looks like a copper burner down there. Is that the same burner? Oh, looks like copper from here. No. Let me put a magnet here. It's weird, this one. It almost looks like it's copper down there. It's probably a slight stainless steel, but a magnetic type. Okay, we got our copper here. Very heavy bucket now. So it should be 54 pounds, I would think, if they're both identical. But the thickness of grade inside could change. Could be worn out or something, you don't know. So 55.4 pounds, so 1.6. So pretty good. Not too bad. It's amazing. So say almost 54 pounds there. Bucket's 1.6. So it's a good payday there. I'll send on my calculator here, but I might just hold on to this for now. Don't need the money at the moment, so maybe I can just ride it out. Maybe the price will go up. I know it was used to be around $3.15 a pound, number 2. Would make a big difference. This should be 140 bucks roughly right now. That's about 270 a pound. Not bad for a few hours work. And I probably still have 150 pounds, or no, about 250 pounds of metal at least. I already scrapped the doors. I scrapped the little chimneys that were on there. I just wonder if anybody knows, do all these have, are they all identical, these things? Do they all have a copper inside? Or this is just a special one? Or what about home boilers? I never took a home boiler apart. Does that also have a copper heat exchanger? If anybody knows that, make a comment. Okay, so it's definitely worth it if anybody sees one of those, and you better do it, it's worth it. Okay, I'm scrapping this barbecue here. That's the inside liner that goes in, lines that part up so top doesn't warp. This is steel. I thought it would be stainless steel. There's a little bit of cast on the side here. I'll tell you, it's just some of the stuff is just a pain to get apart. This is stainless steel here. pretty heavy. Just I can just get this out here. Find the hammer. I'll tell you, it's just quite the workout. Okay. So that's stainless. It's got quite a bit of weight to it, so it's pretty heavy. These are the sides. Already smashed the sides off. Some more cast aluminum. Has the two lids here. Two lids. Looks like this is aluminum too here, but if I can get this nut off. Came off. It's amazing. I can't believe it's so rusty. Totally rusty, but it came off. Huh. Not even aluminum. Looks like aluminum. Weird. Steel. Weight so burnt and black. I almost thought it was aluminum, but no, it's probably steel. This is aluminum. I can't believe it. Yeah, so it is aluminum, but it's really like flexible. Like it's almost sound like steel. Sometimes it's best to get what you can, a few pieces off. Okay. Okay, that's that one. I'll pop these handles off. These two handles. That's the nut driver. Might be dirty. I'm just saying I have to look at it better. This one's here. Okay, it's on a nut. Nope. Different size. Okay, I'll take it off, stand by. Prying all the sides off and stuff. Just trying to get the screws out. Screws are rusty, but seem to be coming off slowly, which is nice. Usually they're really tough. think next couple screws are in the bar here. These ones might be hard to come off. It's rusty. Might be cast. Ah, figures. Smash it off. Okay, let's see what we got here. Are these metal? They look like they're metal. Cast. That's more of a pot metal, that one, than aluminum, but still good. You just have to bend it a bit. Stainless steel front. Okay, so got lots of burners here. A little bit of brass, brass there, brass. Even the side here is aluminum, but I think I'm gonna leave it. It's just too much effort to take it all apart. Get my cutters. Oh, it's in here. I wonder where it was. I always take these off, so. Okay. Where my cutters went? They're here. So what you gotta do is you knock these off here. Glasses off. Knock these off. Need hex. Oh, they changed it up like that. Okay, that's okay. Let me get the right piece for here. Size I need on is not here. Might work. You take all these off here. That's if you want, you know, a little bit of brass. Sometimes they're pot metal, so you have to really look at what it is. This one looks like brass to me. Here's one. See the brass there? See, I'll take this off here, which we'll do shortly. Okay, so we're going to go over here. Probably have to use a screwdriver for this if I got the right piece here. A small bit might fit in there. It's actually a square. It's a smaller square. Maybe a green one, I think. Nope, it's got the yellow. It's not actually. It's part of the green, but the green is like it doesn't seem to want to do it either. It's in a hex. One of these small ones will do it. So it's jammed up. I hate this crap. Not sure what it is. Thought it would have worked by now. Okay, got it. Okay, so just gotta do by hand because it's so rusty that if you put another wrench in there or a power tool, it's just gonna be a problem. Even right now, it's a bit of a chore to get it off. Some have like a star screwdriver pattern, but this one. So you have to slide that out. And you slide that out, then you have pure brass. That's clean, no seals, nothing. So anyways, and then you got a few fittings over there. So that's what it takes to, to get added value. Since you took the stainless steel off, right, you might as well take the rest off. But probably just going for that alone might not be your time, but if it is, that's what it is, right? Especially if you're limited for space, you have to take it apart. If you have a small vehicle, you take it all apart down to everything. Use a sawzall. Like I pry the sides off, no problem. Like the cast, it's just a bit of a pain the way it's multiple layers and sections, but still got added value. Probably pulled another 10 bucks out of that barbecue than the weight of what's left, right? Okay. Well, I'm taking from here 1.4 pounds of brass came off these little taps. This is what here I have, stainless steel, non-magnetic. The burners are non-magnetic, piece of aluminum, the rest is cast, so not bad. Had a couple other pieces of cast I threw over there, so it's just not bad for Sunday, I guess. So I'm gonna throw it in here, and I'm gonna take the dryer from there, try to put that in there, the 2 boilers in here, and I'll maybe run a load Monday. No point leaving them in the yard making a mess here. I might as well just get rid of them Monday. I might get into this weird thing here, whatever that commercial thing is, if it's nothing too complicated. Okay,